Chapter 631. When Fury learned that Paisel was in Oris Hill, he became very excited. He had already heard about Paisel's superb medical skills ever since a long time ago. Since Paisel could even cure the supposedly incurable hyperplegia, it would surely not be impossible for him to cure the strange disease and illness that his second son, Katsa, has recently contracted. As he thought about this, he was in a very good mood. After that, he turned around to look at Edward before he said, "Prepare a generous gift. We will go to the Serene World Clinic to see Dr. Paisel early tomorrow morning." Edward simply nodded as he said, "Okay, Dad. I will make all the necessary preparations." "Okay," Fury replied as a rare smile appeared on his face. He was very relaxed and much more relieved when he said, "I think that it would be best if we could solve all these problems at once. First, we can find a cure for your younger brother and find the culprit who did this to your younger brother. After that, we can try to win over Faria from the Adair family. I really hope that your brother can be cured and return to his normal self so that he can participate in your wedding with Faria as a normal and regular person." Edward hurriedly replied, "Don't worry, Dad. I will make sure that all your expectations and everything you wish for will come true. When I hold my wedding, I will ask my younger brother to be my best man." Fury nodded as he heaved a huge sigh of relief. After that, he exclaimed, "I am truly proud to call you my son." Edward had a pious smile on his face, but he was secretly feeling a little frustrated in his heart. When his younger brother was still fine, he did not put too much thought into the future struggle that he would be facing with his younger brother when it came to the Whale family's inheritance. After all, his younger brother had not even graduated from university. Moreover, Katsa had not even started learning the ropes and getting to know all the connections that the Whale family had in all of their businesses. However, now that something unexpected had happened to his younger brother, Edward suddenly realized that this was actually a great thing for him. Therefore, he did not really want his brother to return to normal at all. Edward knew that he could not resist his father's instructions. Therefore, he could only secretly hope that Paisel would not be able to cure his younger brother's strange illness. At this time, the few people who were seated around the dinner table were constantly praising and complimenting Fury. Some of them even took the initiative to stand up and humbly offer a toast to him from time to time. Stephen, Hazel, and Matthew could all tell that Fury and his son, Edward, really wanted to discover Alex's identity. Once they discovered that Alex was the person that Faria was in love with, they would certainly try to take action against him. As Stephen had been in the underground world and since he had been fighting and killing people for decades, he had better eyes and much sharper instincts compared to everyone else. When he put some careful thought into the entire matter, Stephen suddenly had a strong feeling that the person who turned Katsa into a poop-eating monster who had to eat shit every hour was none other than Alex. After all, Stephen really could not think of anyone else in Oris Hill apart from Alex who would be able to do this kind of mysterious thing. The only thing that was bothering him was why would Alex make an enemy out of Katsa? Katsa was just a young adult who was still in his early 20s. Moreover, he was only a few years younger than Alex. He was not a member of the underground world and was just an ordinary student. There was no way that Katsa could actually be acquainted with Alex at all. Therefore, it was unlikely that they would become enemies. At this time, Stephen suddenly thought of something. He suddenly recalled that Matthew's daughter, Daisy, was also studying at the same university. He initially felt that there was no connection between Alex and Katsa. However, now, he finally figured out a possible connection between Alex and Katsa. That link was none other than Daisy. Did Alex and Katsa cross paths or even have a contradiction with one another because of Daisy? This was because Stephen knew very well that Alex would not deliberately turn Katsa into a poop-eating monster if there were no contradictions between them. In his opinion, Alex had always been a very humble and low-key person who would never show off his skills or abilities. Generally speaking, if the other party did not deliberately provoke or pick a fight with Alex, he would never take any actions against anyone else. Therefore, Stephen was certain that if his conjecture was right, Alex must have gotten into a conflict or disagreement with Katza because of Daisy.